Used to live off clapping hands and borrowed pride. Needed folks to nod, just to walk with stride. Every win you had, you held it up to the crowd, hoping someone say, damn, you did us proud. But one late evening in your quiet little space, you did something big and didn't tell a face. You just leaned back slow with a quiet grin, like the world didn't matter, 'cause the victory was within. You said to yourself in that hush of night, if I know I did good, why do I need the light? You prove yourself to yourself at last. Didn't need their praise, all their judgments passed. You ain't begging for applause or some borrowed crown. You build your worth when no eyes look down. You ain't born chosen, ain't born a star, but you learned your value ain't measured from afar. There were folks who asked what you've been up to, man. You just shrugged slow, 'cause they wouldn't understand that was golden now. Ain't the noise outside, but the quiet fire burning in your stride. One old friend said, you don't share no more. You smiled and replied, I don't need an audience to know what I'm for. And that line hit hard, not loud, but clean, like a bullet grazing where the truth's been seen. Where the truth's been seen. You took your old medals, dusted with time, laid them on a table like a battered shrine, then folded them up and tucked them away, 'cause the only medal you need is the one you wear. You ain't seeking permission from the quieter crowd. You speak in silence, 'cause silence speaks loud. You prove yourself to yourself at last. Left the thirst for validation in the distant past. If pride's a river you drank from your own, didn't need another man to tell you you've grown. You ain't born holy, ain't born grand, but you found your way when you took your own stand. You don't need the world to know if you know. You hurt me in ways you never even known. Dismiss my hurt like I made it up alone. You walked away clean while I bled in place. Left me talking to the dust in the cold night space. I waited for words that never crossed your lips. sorry to finally be free. The weight on my shoulders melted like snow, and I felt something loosening down below, like a chain unclasped, like a knot undone, like a war within with no more bullets or guns. I took the photograph of us from back in the day, held a match to the corner, watched it burn away, not from hatred, but from quiet release, letting old wounds finally find peace. I don't chase confession, don't hunt regrets. I let the past pay its own debts. I stopped waiting for apologies one midnight hour. Cut the leash that made your silence power. If forgiveness is a blade I chose to wield, and I carved a path through an open field. I ain't born holy, ain't born calm, but I learned that mercy is in my own palm, is in my bloom. I forgive you, not for you, but for me. He used to share his dreams like cards on the table, every plan laid bare, every hope unstable. He'd tell the crowd what he aimed to do, and they smirk and whisper, yeah, sure you will. He laughed alone, tried to brush it aside, but each word cut deeper than he'd let slide. Till one late evening in his worn-out shed, he said to himself, some roads ain't meant to be said. He realized truth in that cold dim light. Not every ear deserves your fight. He stopped handing out keys to his gate, let the doubters sit and speculate. If they couldn't believe, they'd see when done. He spoke with actions, not with his tongue. He ain't born cunning, ain't born wise, but he learned real quick who ain't worth his time. Next few months he worked in a silence deep, like a wolf in winter, with a secret to keep. When folks would ask, what you working on now, he shrugged slow with a lazy brow. One friend said, don't you trust us anymore? He answered gently, I trust myself a little bit more. And that line hung in the air like a church bell toll. Some felt stung, others understood his soul.
He took his old notebook full of plans, one shared, turned to the last page, wiped it bare, then wrote in bold with steady hand, my future is on a need-to-know plane.
He didn't lock his heart, just locked his info. Like a farmer guarding where his seeds go, he stopped giving strangers a seat at his fire. Saved his vision for his blood and desire.
When the moment came, they saw his climb. Every doubt fell behind. He ain't born guarded, ain't born cold, but he learned to protect what's precious to hold. There's wisdom in silence
and value in privacy. I used to grab and smash bottles on the floor, splinters in the ash. I let rage run wild like a bull in a barn, leaving broken glass like a self-made scar. What if you build instead of let go? I drew one breath and let my fists unbind. Picked up a pen like a new state of mind. I turned my anger into ink on the page. Wrote down the fire instead of feeding the rage. Your pain is a storm and then I am the field. I don't tear the earth, I make it yield. I ain't born gentle, ain't born wise, but I learned to tame the flame that burns inside. I wrote every wound like a verse in disguise, lined every curse with the truth underneath the lies. I watched the pen bleed where the bottle once shattered, and I swear that night I climbed a rung on the ladder. I said to that old self who wanted to break, you tired of destroying or you're just afraid to make? That voice fell quiet like a beast that knew the cage had opened, and I walked it through. I took a shot of old broken glass from a night of rage, pressed it into the paper like a mark of age, then dropped it in a drawer, closed it with grace, leaving violence in its rightful place. If there's hell in your chest, you can let it eat you raw. I turn it into something that the world never saw. I turn my anger into ink on the page, built from the pain instead of living in the cage. If sorrow's a hammer, I forged a key, opened up a door that once crushed me. I ain't born holy, ain't born calm, but I found redemption in my own poem. Some men throw learn to shape it. They threw their words at you like rocks in the rain. Called you small, called you weak, said you'd never change. You stood there silent, jaw locked tight, letting their laughter echo through the night. Take me if I dare. You gripped those words like coal in your palm, felt the burn, felt the calm. You turned your pain into gasoline fire, made them mocking part of your empire. If they threw stones, you stacked them straight, built a road from every cheap little hate. Became the fuel that drove you up. Next time they jeered at you in broad daylight, you just nodded with a grin that wasn't polite. They thought you folded, they thought you shrank, but you were loading bullets in an invisible tank. Night after night you worked in the dark, each insult struck match to a fresh new spark. You whispered, go on, give me more, 'cause every word became wood for a burning war. You wrote their names in a notebook warm, then crossed them out like graves in the morn. Thank you, you said, not for truth or care, but for the fire they shoved in there. You weren't praying for mercy, no begging for rest. You were loading your will like a colt in your chest. You turned your pain into gasoline fire, set your fuse and climb much higher. If they threw stones, you paved your way, walked that path till they fell away. You ain't born chosen, ain't born ahead, but the ones who mocked now walk behind instead. They threw rocks at you, and you built a road. He used to say he ain't got the time nor the skill. Said the wind blows wrong and the world ain't still. He carried excuses like stones in a sack. Every day bent his spine a little more back. Then one late evening in his friend's old shack, a paper was handed blank and flat. Write every reason that's holding you down. So he wrote them all with a stiff old frown. He stared at that list like a mirror change. Heard his own voice croak, "You scared of change?" He sold his excuses for the price of grit, ripped every sorry word and refused to quit. Ain't no curse on his life but the one he made, and he burned that burden in the light of day. He wasn't born chosen, wasn't born blessed, but he learned one truth when he passed that test. Oh, when he passed that test. He tore that paper piece by piece. Each rip sounded like a man released. No magic spell, no holy choir, just a quiet oath and a spark of fire. And next morning came with a lean red dawn. He rolled up his sleeves and he pushed right on. Did the work he once swore he couldn't start. He found the skill was already hid in his heart. He folded the last shredded excuse-stained page, placed it on the dirt like a tiny grave. Said, "I buried the boy that always said no, and I rise as the man that just doesn't go." He asked no mercy from the ghosts of doubt, just said, "Watch me now, stay the hell out." He sold his excuses for the price of pain, traded comfort for a harder lane. Ain't no dark force ever held him low, just a limit he once called I don't know. He wasn't born mighty, but he learned the deed when the reasons die. Action breathes. Sometimes the loudest voice in a man's way is the one that sounds like his own, that he silences one day. I spent half a lifetime asking folks if I could. Is this alright? Am I allowed? Is this understood? Like a ranch dog waiting for a whistle or sign, even when the damn choice was already mine. Then one quiet midnight in a dim-walled room, I stared at the ceiling like it called my doom. And I muttered a question no one else could hear: why the hell am I waiting when the power's right here? I heard my old voice fade like smoke in the wind. You've been living like a prisoner with a self-forged pen. I stopped asking for permission that night, took the reins in my hands, and I gripped them tight. If no one gives power, then I take my own. Ain't no king above when I'm built like stone. I ain't born fearless, ain't born untamed, but I decide now, and I sign my name. Next morning sun cut the blinds in stripes. I moved how I wanted and didn't ask twice. Folks stared shocked as I walked right through, like I'd kicked open doors I once begged to move. The boss told me, you ought to check with me first. I looked him in the eye and said, in whose universe? He paused cause he never heard me talk that way. That quiet rebel tone that don't ask, just states. I took a small coin from my pocket and flipped it high. Said heads is the old me, tails is goodbye. When it landed on floor, I ground it under my boot, like burying a habit down deep in the root. I ain't waiting on nods from the timid or proud. I walk my path, whether whispered or loud. I stopped asking for permission that night, lit my fuse and struck it bright. If no man grants me a rightful throne, then I'll carve one out with my two hands alone. I ain't born chosen, ain't born ordained, but I claim my steps without feeling ashamed. I spent half my life with chains in my mind, saying I ain't built for that, I ain't that kind. I pulled back my hand before I tried the gate, said I ain't strong enough, must be my fate. One night out with a half-burned lamb, I sat in the chair with my doubts like clams. Looked at those fears like ghosts in a light, and I asked them, hell, are y'all really mine? I heard my old voice echo through my chest. You wrote those limits like a damn arrest. I broke my own chains in the dead of night, tore through the doubt like a barroom fight. If the world said no, I said hell yes. I ain't shackled by a scared old guess. I ain't born fearless, ain't born free, but I ripped off the lock that I hung on me, yeah. Next morning, sun through the grimy blinds. I tried that thing I sworn I was blind to try. Hands were shaking, breath was thin, but my voice said low, let's begin. A strange thing happened when I crossed that wall. I didn't stumble, didn't choke, didn't fall. I looked back at the shackles laying where I sat, and I laughed once soft and said, imagine that. Took a marker on the mirror glass, wrote no more limits and wiped it with my hand. Let the ink and doubt stain my skin like a brand. I ain't fighting shadows that ain't even there. If a voice says stop, I ask, why should I care? I broke my own chains in the dead of night, turned every cannon to a loaded ride. If fear tried speaking, I shut its mouth, sent it walking on a long road south. I ain't born chosen, ain't born wise, but I learned to stare truth straight in its eyes, yeah. The strongest chains I ever wore were the ones I clasped myself. Not anymore. I spent years nodding just to keep things smooth. Let folks walk on me like worn out boots. If some barked order, I just bit my tongue. Stood there quiet like I owed them something. Then one Tuesday morning, in that cold little room, the boss pointed fingers like I birthed the doom. Said that mistake, yeah, that one's on him. And the whole damn crowd just waited for me to sink in. I felt that old habit try to drag me down, the urge to nod, to just play the clown. But I held my ground like a stake in stone. Stood tall in my truth, stood there alone. Ain't kneeling to lies, ain't swallowing blame. I won't burn for another man's shame. I ain't born stubborn, ain't born proud, but I speak my peace when the room gets loud. I looked him dead in the eye with a steady jaw and said the words I've been choking on for too long. That ain't my responsibility, and it never was. The room froze up like winter on steel. You could hear every heartbeat, every shuffle of heel. He blinked twice, didn't know what to do, 'cause he'd never seen me stand that true. I squeezed my fist till my nails bit skin, felt that sting like a truth burning in. Said to myself, if you don't claim your space, they'll carve your name out and leave no trace. No friend stepped in, no one backed me up, but I didn't flinch, didn't drink that cup. I held my ground like a post in clay, made it clear I won't be moved that way. Ain't bearing a cross I didn't choose to wear. I ain't carrying blame that ain't mine to bear. I ain't born righteous, ain't born bold, but I learned my worth when the fire got cold. Sometimes one stands all a man needs to never bend again. I loved you like a fool with my head in hand. You loved me when it fit your pretty plans. You'd show up at midnight just to taste my fire, then vanish at dawn like a worn out lie. I sat on the porch where the boys creed up, waiting on footsteps I already know. But I saw the pattern, honey, I ain't blind. You needed attention, I needed your mind. And I whispered to myself in that old porch air, is this real love, or just you keeping me there? I chose self-worth over begging for your touch. I ain't kneeling for a love that hurts too much. If love's a table, I'm bringing my own seat. I don't chase crumbs falling under your feet. I don't need permission just to feel enough. I walked away 'cause I know how to love myself tough. You came back again like a storm on cue. Eyes full of honey, but your words untrue. You said, baby, I miss you, let me stay tonight. And it used to work, but it didn't feel right. I looked in your eyes with a slow, deep breath, and I finally spoke what I'd feared to confess. I deserve a love that don't make yourself, pressed it to my palm, then dropped it like you dropped my trusted self. You asked, you don't want me anymore, and I answered calm, not angry, but sure. I ain't asking for love, I'm asking for worth. I chose self-worth over begging for your touch. I ain't kneeling for a love that hurts too much. If my heart's a kingdom, then I sit in the throne, not crying at the gate of a love half grown. I don't need your shadow just to feel complete. I walked away and I stayed on my feet. You weren't the last chance, you were just the last lesson. You always needed a hand just to take one step, walking back like a pup that ain't grown yet. When trouble came calling, you looked side to side, hoping some braver soul would step up and ride. But last November, on the moonlight thin, stepped to that tree line, no safety, no kin, just you and the crunch of the dry dead sticks, and your heartbeat thumping like old clock ticks. You heard your own voice shake, saying to yourself, don't you dare go back, don't you cry for help. No preacher there, no friend, no guide, just you, your fear, and the dark inside. You faced your fear alone in that night so cold, and you came out forged like hammered iron bolt. Ain't no ghost gonna hold your reins again. When you walk alone, you walk like a man. You ain't born fearless, ain't born blessed. You earned your calm in that quiet test, and now you don't need any hand but your own, 'cause you face your fear, and you walked it home. You walked it home. There was a point when the forest turned still, like the trees themselves were testing your will. Shadow moved sideways, thrown by your mind, but you kept on walking, didn't break your stride. Then a voice from your gut said low and mean, stand tall, boy, don't run from what you've seen. And another voice, old and weak, tried to plead, turn back, go home, you can't leave. You knelt in the dark and pressed your palm in the mud, drew a shaky line like a promise in blood, said if this night wants a coward in me, then I bury him here, and I walk out free. No lantern swung, no trumpet cried, just your breath in the dark on every side. And you whispered, Lord, it's just you and me. But maybe you were talking to the strength you couldn't see. You faced your fear alone in that night so cold, and you came out tempered like iron in the forge. but you learn to stare true straight in the eyes. And when you stepped out of those trees at dawn, didn't just survive, you became strong. You don't need a crowd to tell you where to roam. You took one walk alone, and that walk became your home. I spent years pointing fingers at everyone else. Father, faith, the law, the cards I was dealt. I cursed the town, the weather, even the Lord said I was just a victim of a rigged old board. But one cold night in a rusted motel bed, stared at the ceiling like it owed me a debt. And a quiet voice inside whispered through the gloom, boy, how long you gonna blame the whole damn room? I clenched my teeth till my jaw turned white, muttered hell, maybe I chose half those fights. No thunder cracked, no choir or saints, just truths hitting harder than bullets or chains. I stopped blaming ghosts for the mess I made, stood up in the red like a man unafraid. Ain't no curse on my blood, ain't no spell on my name. It was me with the matches, me with the flame. I ain't righteous born, rise and claim your blame. I remember staring in a cracked motel mirror, said to their reflection, you're the one who steered us here. He grinned back crooked with a devilish leer, like he waited 20 years to finally hear. I punched that mirror, glass cutting into skin, blood dripping down like I was baptized in sin. I pressed that wound to the scar on my chest, said if I'm guilty, let me feel it, not just confess. I lit a small fire in a hotel ashtray, burned an old letter with the words life ain't fair. Watch the smoke rise like a sermon in there, and I didn't blame nobody for the first damn time out there. I faced myself like a man faces death, no excuses left to hide behind breath. I spat on the floor and sat through the pain. If I chose wrong, I'll choose right again. I stopped blaming shadows for the steps I took, stopped hunting demons in every cranny and nook. Ain't no hex on my past, ain't no shackle unseen, just a man making choices, good, bad, and in between. I ain't born noble, I ain't born The bank took the house and the job sealed its doom. He stared at the ashes where his plans used to be, like a dog that got chained to a dead old tree. His mother's old Bible lay torn on the shelf, a cracked leather witness to him losing himself. In the silence he whispered to the ghost of his pride, what's left of a man when there's nothing to hide. He drew one breath there with a trembling hand. By this day next year I'll be a different man. No lightning struck, no angel sang, just a quiet vow with a heavy hand. He rebuilt from ashes step by step in the dark. Now one spark to reignite his heart. Might look like nothing, just a whisper and a scratch, but giants get born where small steps match. He wasn't born holy, he wasn't born wild. He built his own hell till it finally smiled. And from the embers of all he lost, he rebuilt from ashes, and he paid the cost. He paid the cost. And he paid the cost. There were nights he would bleed from his bitten down nails. Nights he sent emails that rode out like derailed train. He'd curse that damn mirror for the truth it revealed, then grip both sides till his fear would yield. One time the devil spoke soft from the glass, said, boy, just quit, failure sticks like tar on your past. He stared right back with a burned out grin, growled, I may lose again, but I ain't giving in. Took that old Bible, tore one page clean, folded it twice, then lit it with a match unseen. Ash fell slow on his calloused hand, like black snowfall on dry dead land. He marked a red X on the calendar page, one line for each night he fought through the cave. No crowds, no cheers, just a long silent climb. While folks slept, he rewrote his spine. He rebuilt from ashes step by step in the dark. Each quiet task another iron mark. Looked small in the night to an untrained eye, but that's where giants learn to rise. Born bliss, but he aimed his fury like a prayer confessed. And by the time 1 year was done, he didn't just ride, he became the one. He became the one. He became the one. He became the one. Asked him, how'd you change after losing it all? He said, I just built every piece from whatever rose after the fall.
First Friday of June in the courthouse hall. Fluorescent lights buzz like what's on the wall. Been the boy in the back row my whole damn life. Let the loud mouths talk, let the big dogs bite. Tonight the sheriff says it's your turn to speak. Hands on my shoulders, no room to sneak. My notes in my pocket feel thin as sin. Palms start sweating like I dipped them in gin. In the crowd there's a cross on a silver chain. On a woman with wild black eyes full of flame. I let fear be the law in my head for years. Kept my tongue nailed down, kept my truth in gears. I hear my old self hiss, pass it on back away, like a crooked little preacher camped out in my brain. But there ain't no friend, no chief, no shield, just me and my tremor in this open field. So I bow my head once like I'm about to pray. Mother God or devil, don't care who, just don't let me run today. I built my strength where I came here weak. Hands still shake, but my voice runs deep. Hell in my chest, I still let it speak. Smoke in my lungs, but I crossed that breach. I ain't born brave, I ain't born mean. I was forged in the glare of that cold white beam on a cheap wood floor, and my knees used to freeze. I built my strength where my fear used to breathe. Mic stand waiting like a black steel cross. Cable on the floor like a rattle of the lost. Somebody chuckles, he'll choke, you'll see. Their laugh cut sharp like a rusted key. I pull my crumpled paper on my safe small lies. Bullet point exits in ways to dodge eyes. Then I strike one match on the sole of my boot. Hold it to the page, let the past turn soot. Asphalt slow on my boots like winter rain. Smells like burnt Sunday school and gasoline paint. I taste copper on my tongue from old barroom nights. Same damn flavors, courage when a coward finally fights. That voice in my head growls, boy, you ain't built for this. I mumble back, shut up, like I'm killing the his. Out loud I say no more ghosts speak for me. And the whole room stills like a hung up tree. I press my thumb till the nail bed scream. Feel a red little tear break open in stream. Smear that blood on the cold black neck of the mic. Signing my name on a deal I can't rewrite. Hey, I built my strength where I came here weak. Hands still shake, but my words cut deep. Devil on my shoulder, try to sow my teeth. I've been through the red just to let me speak. I ain't born pure, I ain't born clean. I was washed in the fire of that bright white beam on a floorboard stage where my shame used to sleep. I built my strength where my fear used to breathe. So if you ask how I got this hard black streak, it ain't from guns or the blood out on some street. It's from standing there shaking in front of them all with a scared little voice that refused to crawl. I ain't born strong, yet high, born blessed. I was carved out a moment I could not run from the test. Those poison comments cutting me clean in two. I lose sleep hearing echoes of their scorn, like a rag soaked in gas, just waiting to burn. One cold night by the lamplight dim, I scroll through the fire they spit at him, but this time
God. And the flames back down. I got fireproof, turned ash into armor. I don't flinch no more, don't bend or falter. You can strike the match, but I don't ignite. 'Cause I walked through hell and came out built for the fight. Right and flammable, I am the night. You ever feel the sting turn into steel? When pain gets old, it forgets how to feel. I lit a match once to my own damn doubt and watched the fear burn itself right out. I told myself, boy, you ain't made of straw. You're forged in hurt with a burning law. And that line right there became my creed. I don't run from the fire runs from me. You can try to scorch me, you can try to brand, but flame don't win against a fire